So why is Africa's involvement in these wars so often left out of global narratives? It does seem to be quite muted.
Well, it relates to the old tale about how, when the victor tells a story, they tell it from their own perspective, right? And obviously, when you think of the distribution of power in the international system and, hegemonic power, as it were, that is the remit of Europe and North America, specifically the United States. So whenever the historiography of World War II and even World War I is told, it's often to frame and portray the Europeans and the Americans as the victors who did everything to save this world from destruction and all of that. The contributions of Africans, are always left out, and that's not by accident, because in fact, if you think of right then in the 30s and 40s, when the story of World War II was being told, where Africans were portrayed as volunteers in that war, it was often never told to European publics that far from being volunteers, many of these Africans were literally forced into conscription, even though the League of Nations outlawed conscription in colonial territories, but they were forced either directly by colonial forces or by chiefs who were imposed on African societies by colonial powers. So again, it's the age-old question about power, right? About how when a story is told from the perspective of the victor, they'll always come out looking good.